I've played this game a little bit, but not that much. And unfortunately, this doesn't record my voice when I'm on. I was just trying to learn how to play this game. So I was just checking out all the different boards, and I found this board. This is like nightmare feeling. That freaked me out at first. I was like, what the heck was that? Like, this is a dope little board. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I ever do get a group of people together that are interested in playing with me, I'm so going to play in this one. Not that there's a lot of places to hide, sorta. There is and there isn't. Um, so I was just looking around. I wasn't sure what I was gonna find. I was like, hey, I've hidden in places like this in other boards. This would be kind of cool. Now, so this is just for training purposes. I love the textures on this thing. Also, on top, I don't know where I am because it's all black. So I'm like, what's going on? I'm just walking around and it's just darkness. So strange. So I turned the camera and I was like, what? I'm outside the map. What? It was so cool. I was pretty impressed actually, to be honest with you. I was a little confused. The lightning is amazing. As a 3D modeler, I can appreciate this board. And all the other boards don't have actual animation, and this one does. I don't know why this one isn't more popular. Also, there's a Goddess one that you can download, but I couldn't get into it. I love Goddess. Goddess is a great game. It's called Ant Farm. Anyways, I was trying to get back into building. I was also trying to get my perspective because there's no light at all in this place. And this part of the map, there's no light at all. So, like, I am trying to figure out what's going on. And as a 3D modeler slash game designer, I was trying to figure out if I could possibly do a mod. I was also very impressed by quite a bit of this actual game. At this point, I realized I could walk on the ceiling or up top. And the fact that the top is textured makes me believe that you're supposed to be able to get out of the building. Maybe. I'm a little confused on why the top would need to be textured otherwise. Maybe someone was selling this and they were just like, I'll just texture the top. It was strange. Very good model though. Like insanely good. So I was very distracted by this board. This board is just like so impressive. Then I was like, what's that thing in the distance? The white thing, you know? Like, what is that? So I know what that is. That's where we start. And if this was a real board, there's so many places to hide on the rooftop. But then you can see the start over there. I couldn't make out the words, so I got closer, and it says teleporter, character, player state, player controller, which I'm assuming is when you first make a mod, they give you this basic setup and you can control it based on that interface. That's my assumption. Probably through Python. And knowing nothing about how they developed this game, I mean, it could be C++, but I don't know if it was made in Unity. I don't know if it was made on Unreal. I think it was Unreal. But, I mean, it looks Unreal, but it looks like the game engine, Unreal game engine. Um, at this point, I was just like, this is pretty cool, but so gruesome. Like, nightmare fueling models, right? So, since I couldn't get back in the building because I'm on the outside, if I was ever to play this and I was able to still get outside, they even made gutters. That's weird. Like, you don't need gutters unless you're selling this, or they bought it. pre-made. That's possible too. Um, this is such a weird board. Just very impressed. So this is gonna be probably my thumbnail. I thought that was a really trying to get like the lightning and the thing. I just think that's crazy funny. You know, I wanted him to be like, "Ah!" but I couldn't figure out the pose. This is me trying to figure out the pose. Every time I did it, it did weird poses. It was being real buggy, and I'm not sure why. Maybe because this board or this map isn't like a really. I found one where there it is, that one. But as soon as I clicked on it, nothing happened. It's like whatever, it's cool. So there's an antenna. Why is there an antenna? There doesn't need to be an antenna. It's underneath. Like it's weird. It looks like there's a castle in the distance, so I was like, ooh, let me go walk to that. But I got kicked back to the board, so I don't know what that is. There it is. I got kicked back. So at this point, I was like, well, let's go look around this board. There's some really good textures in here. Like, I was very impressed. And the guy running around is so like, this is so nightmare fueling. Oh, whoever made this is hilarious. Like, so funny. This makes me just laugh. It's I love the lightning too. Eventually I would try to color the lightning or get the color of the lightning. And I'm actually doing what I originally came here for because I just learned that you can make your own custom like color palettes for painting. And since I did go to art school, I thought that would be fun. I mostly did my textures through texture.com or I did them in Photoshop. I didn't really do like the paint bit. This was the part that I was like, what is this? There's a guy moving right there. That is crazy. That's why I say it's nightmare fueling. Like, wow. I'm gonna have to put an X-rated cover on this one. But yeah, I'm trying to get my 20-year-old YouTube video channel more game and animation based now that I have a little bit of extra time. This is me trying to get back out of the building by just jumping and including because apparently it kicks you when you interface, but it wasn't doing it. It only did it in that one place. So I eventually give up and go back to that space. But man, was this like such a cool board. My hat's off to the person that designed it. It's just a really good board, map, level, whatever you want to call it. Back in the years when they had game engines that you could build. I think it was called BuildBox. I don't know if any game designers remembers BuildBox. So this is me trying to jump back out. I couldn't figure out where the door was, and then I figured it was between the crate and the wall, and it kicks me out the wall. See right there? Boom! Got kicked out. Didn't I? Did I get kicked out? Not yet. I will though. There I am. So at this point, I'm back out, and you can kind of see the edge. And from a 3D animation aspect, that makes sense. If I was designing this in Maya, I would totally just put a board. I love that lightning. That lightning is amazing. What I realized after I did that, I tried to repeat what I just did. What I realized after I did this, when I was trying to get like the color, because it's a gorgeous color, um, is that it's only picking up the color of the thing that I'm sampling, not the actual color that exists that we are seeing. So it doesn't pick up the blue, it keeps picking up white because my character's white. So when you design like a texture in 3D or 4-3. You do it, especially in Photoshop, you do it in layers. So the base code is one layer and then the next one. Now, because this is a visual that we are seeing, the code is white and then the reflection is blue. And so we're seeing the refraction color off of it. It's a little tech. It's fine. It was fun though. Really enjoyed this. That weird line though is, and it's just weird. Eventually I get sick of it. And I open up the paint, I try to get some colors, and I realize I can't, so I leave. It's 8 in the morning. I've been up since yesterday. I wanted to see a little bit. I would love to know how I like give my maps as mods. I might look into that more because I'm a good game designer and I would be down to do some game mods of this game, especially since nobody wants to play with me. It is what it is. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. So this is me. I downloaded this, and oh, this is me trying to figure out the colors. Such a weird. I was trying to time it just perfect. So one influencer on YouTube suggested hitting spacebar when you're trying to grab a color, which I thought was a great idea. And then another one, or maybe it was the same one, is if you make your brush really, really small, and you zoom out and you just color, and it adds dots, which actually did work. So those are the colors I collected in other boards. I'm not an amazing like drawer. I took fine art in college, and I'm good at pencil drawing, but I was never good at tablet drawing, and I don't have a tablet. I got into a different field recently, so I don't really do 3D modeling anymore, but it would be fun to do this. I am still open to it. I'm actually going to make some 2D animations soon on my sister channel that I started in 2000. So I started this channel in 2006, and I started another one in 2016. So I have two different channels. I have more than that, but those are the two main ones. Anyways, glad you enjoyed.